Hi, Filter here. Okay, I just got finished watching, of all things, Star Trek Starfleet Academy. First episode, I have to say, is formulaic. Very formulaic. To give my background, I was doing stuff in my bed. I really don't give a shit at this point. You probably noticed the Fallout poster behind me, but hey. Okay, my assessment. I've said it before when I did my review of Star Trek Discovery. I have to say one thing about Star Trek Starfleet Academy. There are a few things. I'm going to give some positive. I like to go in with an open mind whenever they introduce us to crap. I really do. I like to go in with an open mind. Open mind number one: Holly Hunter, Paul Giamatti, Robert Picardo, Ode Ferrer. Got a friend of mine here. He's walking in to want to talk to me. Ah, shit. You're probably going to have comments about this shit. Um, their talents, I mean, they did a great job. Robert Ricardo, dare I say, is really good at revising his EMH character. Holly Hunter, relatively decent actor. However, her weird persona in this, I, I mean, she's over 4 centuries old, and the like. So I'm like, okay, we'll live with that. With a American Southern accent, but I guess on different planets, there is such thing as a Southern accent. I mean, I've seen Star Wars and in the Phantom Menace, there was a Memoridian with a Brooklyn accent. So I'm gonna let that. No, I'm sorry. Revenge of the Sith. We had a Memoridian with a Brooklyn accent. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll let that slide. That's gonna slide. But at the end of the day, I have to look at it this way, and I'm going to be as objective as I can. The show starts off with a bang. I dig it. I love it. It starts off with a bang. It gives you this nice. Within the first 10 minutes, I'm going, okay. Tatiana Maslany plays one of our main characters' moms. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, shove her in there. Well, I'll let this slide. It's okay. I guess after the whole thing of her playing She Hulk, it just didn't work out. Okay. Now we have the kid, the main character, one of the main characters. I should have wrote all this shit down. I really should have. The main character, he's doing his thing. Of course, he's got to be the badass. Let us know he's the badass. In a weird way, they could have done it where he just wanted to live some weird normal life. It's like, I don't know, accountant on a planet. I don't, but no, he has to be the criminal. He has to be the badass. Of course, he has to have a revealing outfit with muscles bulging and everything. Of course, they don't have that for the female characters because, the male gaze. Okay, 10 minutes in, I'm thinking, okay, interesting. Now we're introduced to our Klingon character. And the guy who's supposed to be the jerk. And we discover he's not just your average, ordinary, straight white guy, but he's a different alien who can transform into someone who can survive in space for at least a relative moment of 8 minutes. That could have been done better where he sees this Klingon's equipment and maybe seriously, you could have done something better where the guy looks at it, this device that the Klingon has, and says, "Holy crap, that is so cool! This is an antique. Can I buy it from you? Do you have any more?" That could have been better. But alas, sorry, something dropped. But alas, they couldn't do that. Oh, sweet Christmas, no, they couldn't do that. Then, of course, we have our Jemadar Klingon hybrid, who's more Klingon than the actual Klingon. Girl boss thing, naturally there. Rob Ricardo, totally enjoying his EMH character, having fun, and I give him kudos for that great acting. Paul Giamatti, playing over the top villain. Not bad, but again, it's kind of formulaic when you think about it. Tired of formulaic shit. Give us something. Give him a little, make him a little bit more altruistic. But oh, sweet Christmas, no, we can't do that. Again, more girl boss stuff. Starfleet cadet befriends the 17-year-old looking hologram, although the actress is, I think, well into her 20s, who's awkward and I'm just done. I really can't explain this. I know people want to do a decent Star Trek, a Starfleet Academy. You know what the best version of Starfleet Academy is? It's called, if you look on IMDb, it's called Into the Fold. Watch that movie. It's actually pretty good, damn good. Its other title is Star Command. If you've seen that movie, it's actually pretty fun. It shows cadets in a situation. Again, you don't need the Supergirl bosses. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around the main character, the male character who's trying to find his mom. Of course, he doesn't give a shit about his dad. Don't ask me why. It just is. The fact of the matter is, it's formulaic. It wasn't bad, but it's not exactly a great episode like Errand of Mercy or in the original series, Errand of Mercy, you had Balance of Terror, you had A Private Little War, For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. You didn't have that feeling. Even in Next Generation, Encounter at Farpoint, we got something. We had a feel for the characters. I there are many people out there right now who watched this episode and have thought to themselves, it's not bad, but it could be better. Alex Kurtzman, I'm sorry, dude, you don't belong doing Star Trek. You need to be doing something else. The whole idea of separating families. Haha, nice little political message about immigration. Well, guess what? That's life. I don't know. Again, I'm walking in, eyes open, open mind. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't that great. As I said in the beginning, it's formulaic. So at the end of the day, if this is your thing for Star Trek, God bless you, Godspeed, that's for you. For someone like me who, let's be honest, I think I've shown you the Starfleet technical manual, and like I know Star Trek lore 8 ways till Sunday. It's meh. So at this point, if you like it, good for you. Me, I'm meh. So until then, thank you for watching. I'm Filter, and oh boy,